Hello and welcome to yet another day in Dorit wakes up in a bus. Today I'm making coffee. No brainer here. See those beautiful curtains in the background? Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I made them. Are they busy? Yes. Do I love them? Also, yes. Here's me trapping some taters, showing my Idaho roots. It's important to slap the onion in order to be able to fully chop it. Everyone knows this. You just know. Here's me lighting my fire. Wow, oil. Wow, a lid. Ooh, is that some vegan sausage I'm using? Who am I? We got those greens. We got tofu plotting world domination in the background. Look at the colors. And then here's me and Tofu's butthole answering some comments and emails. It's time to get down to business. Not to defeat the Huns, but to make some curtains. First, you're going to want to take an ungodly amount of measurements. Measure here, measure there, length, width, and girth, okay? Maybe not girth. This is YouTube. Alright, come on, great, get it together. I decided to make a panel for every single window rather than just a large panel to cover all the windows so that I could control which windows were open at which time. Essentially, I cut the Reflectix and then I cut 2 pieces of fabric to slightly larger than that piece of Reflectix. That way, when I got my glue out, I could cover my sins with the extra fabric. So Super 77 spray adhesive goes to the back of the Reflectix to your first piece of fabric. Beautiful, press out those bubbles. Okay, folks, it's an arm workout. Get your second piece. I chose like a blackout felt to go on the outside. Again, spray adhesive. We know it, we love it. Drape it over there, and then press out those sins. Shoo out those demons! And then voila, we have our first panel spray glued. And then I'm going to show you 2 more times in case you missed those. So again, we lay out the Reflectix onto the piece of fabric, and then we spray glue, and then we spray glue some more so that the second piece of fabric can fit onto it. Voila, hooray, look at us go. Some of you may be wondering, why on earth is she gluing her curtains? Well, if you know me, then you know that I am just vehemently against sewing. So here I am. Hot glue, baby. Spray adhesive is my middle name. Essentially, I hot glued the whole edge of the blackout, like felty fabric, and then I tucked the slightly longer edge of the colored fabric over it. I'm gonna leave one edge unhot glued, and you'll see why in a minute. Look at this hot glue. Look at that. Boiling hot glue. Have you ever seen someone hot glue with such fury in their eyes? Don't mess with me when I'm crafting, folks, okay? So, once I've finished staring at my curtains with the power of 1,000 suns and rubbing them smooth, if you know what I mean, I collected them in a gigantic stack. Because have you ever made 27 individually insulated curtains? It's really hard. So I did some other stuff, and this is the next day. I might be wearing the same thing, but it is the next day. Hooray. Next, we're going to install the snap button receiving end, I guess. So first I hold my curtain up to the window. It's folded because you'll see why. And then I cut out the little hole that the snap button will fit through. Flip it around, get the doodad into the hole. And then I get a towel, so I stop banging holes into my counter. Tofu enjoys the whack-a-mole game. Unfortunately, I didn't let her play today. Yeah, poor sweet baby. Anyway, so once you snap button your curtain, then it's time to install the button into the wall. So I just used my drill, screwed a little pilot hole, and then took my driver and screwed the receiving end of the snap button in, and voila! Look at us go. And then I just repeated that process for so many windows, I'm ashamed to say how many. Too many. Have you seen a school bus? There's a lot of windows. What was I thinking? Anyway, here's me with a drill and a driver. Wow, lady tools. Pay no attention to the fact that I'm not wearing pants. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, the GoPro isn't that wide of an angle, but tee-hee. Yeah, it was. Ooh, wow. Have you ever seen a hot glue gun look so majestic? Also, I used the extra fabric to create kind of like a door panel. So, those of you that sew are probably absolutely appalled by this, but I'm pretty proud of my ingenuity. Look at my hot glue gun go. Look at me. Am I revolutionary? I think so. So once I've installed the snap buttons to the edge, then I go back through and I hot glue that edge down. And then I snip off the ends so that it's in like a nice corner instead of a floppy bit of fabric. And then here Tofu attempts to not so sneakily escape the bus. Not once, but like a few times. This was round 1. And round 2, she's like, oh, what are you doing up here, human? I hadn't even noticed you were... Oh, is this a window I see? Oh, yeah, poor little baby. There's a lot of traffic in the yard that day, so I didn't want to let her out and get scared by a truck or whatever. But yeah, here's me putting my window panels on. That's why the lighting changes in my shots, because these curtains work so well. Here's the final reveal. Look at them. Look at them. Yes, it's busy. Do I love it? Yes. Look at those curtains. Oh my goodness. Tofu approves of them. And by approves, I mean she is continuously trying to claw at them. She really likes the feeling of the reflectix in her claws. So we'll be working on that. But it's honestly, it's so nice. My curtains before, every time my car would drive by, the light would flash in to my windows. It's so nice. Anyways, yeah, that's how I made my curtains. Okay, bye.